Hi, good morning. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. And it's me coming live to you. Now, for this particular live, I don't know who this is for, but I have certainly been prompted to talk about relationships is going to be the topic for today. I'm not going to hold you too long on this particular topic. But what I want to talk about regarding relationships is hello to you too, 5000 underscore watts underscore 007. Right now I'm talking about relationships. So much in reference to women. And you're going to find out a little something about me in this particular take. And I'm going to be talking about healthy versus non-healthy, or you have toxic relationships. Now, for what let me make it personal. Personally, from what I've been through regarding my relationships, growing up, once I've come to knowledge of self, I realized that there was some verbal that was not uplifting. No, it wasn't. There was some mental, because if you don't respond back and have a full conversation, it's just being deposited in. And you're just receiving all the information. Sexual and physical. Because, see, I've been married and divorced, which, okay, made it through that experience. But then I'm going somewhere with this. See, I got much love for the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Why did I mention that? Because I kind of like the way that he views the woman in reference to being the second self of God Almighty, and how he feels that she's sacred. So why would this come up? You may not even think that being through things when you were younger has any effect on you. You might smile, you make it through life, and everything's all kosher and cool. And then all of a sudden, what happened is, in the midst of you thinking everything's kosher and cool, once you start doing knowledge of self and you start working on self and doing some self-development, what I thought about is it's like you might hide something in a drawer. Let's say you got something in the back of the drawer. Now, you don't know it's hidden back there until all of a sudden you start cleaning it out. Kind of like when you get ready to move and you don't know how much stuff you got until you start cleaning out the house. Then you realize, wait a minute, I didn't know I had this. I didn't know I had this. So there's some things when you start working on yourself, you're going to dig a little deeper and get to the roots. You're going to start to find out some things about yourself like, wait a minute. Now, in reference to how does one deal with that when you start dealing with hurts and pains? Okay, let me tell you what I did, and I'm doing. It's kind of like a computer. I'm giving you examples for reference to what I'm talking about, because you can't reprogram. You know how they have a computer, and they reprogram it. They take out the old programming and they put in some new programming. You might have downloaded something, but you need to upload that and get that out. And the way to do that, for all that negativity that you receive, what you're going to start doing is doing some positive things. So for me, myself, personally, I have affirmations everywhere. So I can tell myself some affirmations. Have to prepare for a healthy relationships. You have to see examples, because if you didn't see no examples growing up, you don't have nothing to compare to. And then you don't want to get in something that you believe is good and it's an illusion. It's not true. So yeah, definitely I I can give you book selections or book suggestions and selections. One of these certainly will work on your inner self. That's the Goddess Black Woman. Certainly a wonderful book where she's going to be going to the breakdown of just a woman and what you can do, because you have the power in you. I have the power in me in order to change some things. Now, if you're thinking of relationships and you haven't had any healthy ones, and you don't know about any healthy ones, here's one. Yeah, that's one right there. That's called The Man God Has for You. 7 traits to help you determine your life partner. So definitely got to do some research if you want to change the past into the present to have a different future. Because if we are the mothers of civilization and you want to break a generational curse, oh, believe me, if you're going to be the first, it's not going to be easy. But strength be it to you to pursue and change things. Here's another one. Now, the title of this book is real interesting. But it says, Addicted to Pain. But when you see the smaller print regarding renew your mind and heal your spirit from a toxic relationship in 30 days. I certainly like inside the book how she actually has lines where she wants you to actually do some homework. So that's actually questioning self and doing some self-evaluations, a reflection of yourself for the purpose of change. Now, the last one I have for you that I'm going to show you is God. Where is my Boaz? You know, that's the story about, Ruth and Boaz and Naomi. Yeah, it's just not like he just, oh yeah, that's the girl I want to marry. Yeah, I want her. No, it was a process. It was a process. Have to read the story in reference to the story. Now, I'll just give you a little snippet right now while I'm talking about it. Now, your preparation will include making sure you have healed from past hurts and embrace your true value and potential as a woman. Your preparation is a process, and it's all about becoming and being the woman God has truly designed you to be. And that's just a snippet that's coming out of lesson 2, because in this book he has different lessons. So I definitely read books on poem praise too. I'm not reading these particular books. The book I am reading on my show is The Goddess Black Woman, because she's going to break it down in reference to, who are you? Who am I? Now, I know that it was my mother and my father. That's how I'm here, because it takes those two sexes in order to make up a child. But who did we originally originate from? Who did we come from? Who said, I created you in my likeness? Uh-oh. Since I'm in your likeness, then we must be alike if I'm in your likeness. So, and then there's a scripture in the Bible. I'll be knowing the exact, like John 3:16, for God so loved the world. No, I don't know that. When it get personal, sorry, I don't be remembering the exact chapter and the exact verse. But I know the verse, like, when my mother and my father forsake me, the Lord will never leave me. Uh-oh. That means you sticking closer to me than a mother. You sticking closer to me than a father. So therefore, I need to go to you for strength. I need to go to you to find out, who am I regarding healing and relationships? Who am I in regards to, please show me examples. Lead and guide me to examples. Because, see, I know what I saw. That's not how it's supposed to be. You might get this little intuition on the inside, like, something about this ain't right. Like, when I went to a all-girl school, and we had a dance, right? Because I went to a private school. We had a dance, and all of a sudden, they're like, well, you need to find a date. You need to go ask a male on a date. I'm like, wait a minute, now hold the heck up. Now, that just seems backwards. Now, why am I going to go pursue the male and ask him if he'd be able to go to a dance with me? That didn't make no sense to me. Like, here's the situation. I'd rather go by myself if I would like to go. Mind you, I didn't get a chance to go to that dance, so, because I wasn't even feeling that. I was like, it's just something about this is not right. I'm not about to be going to go find somebody in order for them to go to a dance with me. That just didn't make no sense. I wasn't feeling that, for real. Now, so it's definitely a process for healing, because, yeah, thinking to myself. And then in reference to, if you don't know better, you're not going to do better. But if you know better and you come into the truth, okay, can't nobody tell you nothing once you know the truth. You could come to me with a lie if you want to, but if I done did some research and I know the truth, you could keep on talking if you want to, not about to hear it though. And then all of a sudden, once you start getting some receipts, because believe me, once you start to build yourself up, it's kind of like crabs in a bucket. People might try to come around and be like, oh, I don't believe you changed. I don't know you changed, try to pull you down. No, see, that's when you have the strength in order to, I could show you better than I could tell you. It's about a position. It's about a stance. It's about the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress. Therefore, to attract, you're going to have a certain physique in order for that attraction. Your energy, definitely your energy, your spirit, and I don't know actually where I was going with that. I kind of was talking about relationships, but then we broke it down to energy, and we broke it down to actions, in regards to actions. And the reason why this is so important is because there's people that are watching you. Children, if you have children, or if you have other relatives. So definitely want to be that light that shines, and they get to looking at you after you done went through some healing, and they'll just sit back and be like, it's something different about her. It's something different the way she talks. It's something different. And then that's when you would have the opportunity to have a conversation regarding what has changed, what is different. And then, therefore, you would not only be helping out yourself, but anyone that is drawn to you in family, not only in family, but the community and the nation. And that's all I have for you. I was going to play a little snippet here, which I am still going to do that, a little snippet about Minister Louis Farrakhan, since I did bring him up. I'm not going to play it long, though, because, you know, I'm on Instagram. I know how y'all feel when sometimes we be dropping the truth, but I'll go ahead and I'm going to just play a little snippet right here. He's about to talk about the woman. Now, for this is, there's no such thing as a no good woman. And here it goes.
I don't want you to miss one word. You are a sacred individual. More than you know, the secret of God Himself is bound up in you. Listen. The reason the world is in the trouble that the world is in is because the world has no respect for woman. And if the world has no respect for woman, the world has no respect for God. When you respect God, you must respect woman. because the womb of the woman is a place of sacredness, and it should be reverenced, held in awe, and even a thought not of worshiping women, but women should be held in awe because of the majesty of her womb. When God and woman cooperate, Jesus comes forth. Moses comes forth. Abraham comes forth. Greatness comes forth when God and woman cooperate. But when women are estranged from God, then the womb produces a bitter fruit. And so the woman must be reconnected to God, so that the fruit of your womb will once again be the kings, the rulers, the masters of every discipline, whether it is male or female, coming from your womb. These are the fruit of God.
And that completes that. And certainly while he was talking in reference to having the woman and God come together, almost like it's a partnership. Oh, okay.
I spent 25 years researching men living to 110 or 120. I discovered one food that these men who are 110.
Sorry about that. The little video kept on going, but as I was saying, when the woman and God come together, and then all of a sudden they create, because we are creators, and just the actual power of the God and the woman, and you get connected, and y'all come together, and yes, out of the womb, the kings and the queens, no matter the sex, whether it's male or female, come up out the womb. It's something about that connection to God regarding the download, the transference from God to the woman, to the womb, to the child. And now that I brought that up, before I get ready to go and leave here, I do remember one good thing in my relationship when I was married. My ex told me to he said, put some music on your stomach, or put a Walkman on your stomach. I said, oh, okay, I adhere to it, okay. But see, I took it to a whole nother level, see, because sometimes, hey, you could give a woman something, she'll just make it double, triple. So I'm like, okay, you talking about put a woman on my stomach? Shucks, I was pregnant, had the baby listening to music. Then all of a sudden I went to the library. I was like, let me get some different languages. So I got some Spanish with this child. I got like the introductory to Spanish. I got like Spanish elementary, and I actually got she was listening to a lot of Spanish. So I used to work a job where I was a claims examiner, so I would type all the time, but then I had a womb on my stomach. So my child was listening to something else while I was doing something else. Learned all types of music. See, I didn't think it was really me doing anything regarding, okay, got the kid listening to Spanish. But then when she was about 2 or 3, because I would always say, ¿Cómo se llama? Mi nombre es Robin. So I would say, what is my name? My name is Robin. So I was speaking in the language to her. But then all of a sudden when she was about 2.5 or 3, and I was like, ¿Cómo se llama? She was like, Mama, you just said, what is your name? I said, hey, this kid knows some. Oh, okay. So then I just started pouring into the child, because the child remembered what was going on while she was in the womb. And see, that's the child. She done graduated high school. She in college now. I just remember that when she was younger. And that's the kid when she got in high school. Okay. It didn't surprise me that when she learned that foreign language when she was in middle school, it just came to her like that. Kid getting A's in Spanish. Oh, now you can speak another language? Okay. She took it to a whole nother level. I ain't mad at her. Because I knew a little Korean too. I knew just 1 through 5 in Korean, like Hana, Do, Set, Net, Daso, Yaso. So that's 6. I said 1 through 5. Had to learn another one because I think my parents knew 1 through 5. So I had to go to 6. But she took it to a whole nother level, like, I'm going to teach myself Korean. Well, snap. Got some books off of Amazon, taught yourself Korean. Now you know another language. So you're not bilingual, just knowing 2 languages. Shucks, you know English. Okay, you know Spanish. You know Korean. And now teaching yourself Chinese. So that's definitely when you actually, what you can do with a seed. And now that I said seed, they said a mustard seed can move mountains. Okay. So if there's a mountain in your life, guess what? You have the power inside of you in order to move it. Because aren't we, look at me, a little bit bigger than a mustard seed. Mustard seed is real small. Wish I almost had a picture of a mustard seed to show you. And I'm going to do that real quick just to give a picture of the mustard seed. Then I'm going to just head on out here. But let me go ahead and get a picture of a mustard seed. Because it's like real small. It's like smaller than it's definitely smaller than a sunflower seed. I'm not going to do that. Let me get a look at, let's go to Google. I know Google got picture of a mustard seed is what I'm going to put in here. Picture of a, thank you for your patience while I'm looking up this mustard seed. Just really want you to see the picture. Now, they're going to show, they're showing like a whole bunch of them. Uh-oh. There's one on somebody's finger, just to show you one. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. And, ooh, I got the light. Ooh, the light trying to interfere. Okay, hold up. How about, because I can't see it, so I know you can't see it. Okay, that's blown up. But if I was to shrink it in reference to the person's finger that it's on, okay. See, that's how small it is for the symbolization of faith. And I'm going to end this particular take on that. So certainly if you would like to hear more, you can certainly reach me at Poem Praise 2 on YouTube to listen to various books, because I read books and I have them in a playlist organized for you, so you can actually listen to the book from the introduction all the way up until the current reading, or a whole book, because I have books on there too. I do thank you for joining me for this live. I certainly want for peace and blessings to be upon you and your family. I want for you to be well, to take care, to be safe, and be blessed. And it be it thy will. I'll talk with you soon, here on Poem Praise 2 Live. And till next time, later 5000_Watts_007. Till next time, I holla.